So I'm going to share my screen now. All right. So to begin, I said the name or the title of this event is, of course, breaking ground, SINSO breaking ground in the Filecoin ecosystem. And for start, we are going to talk about what Filecoin is. Of course, Filecoin is the project or the ecosystem on which SINSO is being built. So basically, what is Filecoin? Filecoin is. Please, I'm receiving some feedback from some people. Can you guys please mute your mics? Please, can everybody mute their mics, please? Please, Wizu, can you please mute your mic, please? Thank you. So as I was saying, Filecoin is a decentralized storage network designed to store humanity's most important informations, right? So Filecoin is the world's most important Web 3.0 ecosystem, and it has over 14 exabytes of data capacity. And it has over 10 billion invested in hardware facilities. And it is also an ecosystem of about 155 projects. So this project ranges from applications, developer tools, and infrastructures. All of these are built on the web. And of course, they have over 413 or 430 plus new projects joining this ecosystem through hackathons and of course, gas pedals. So when we do think of Filecoin, we do think of it as an island economy. So this island economy is where participants come together to produce valuable goods and services and also export them around the world. This, in fact, creates a very unique economic model where developers and commercial organizations can take what they need from this island economy, and also where any creation can be based on any infrastructure built by others. And this is also where a world-class application can be built quickly with the use of tools and resources. Please, as you come on, can you please mute your... Thank you very much. So I just give a brief info or a brief introduction to Filecoin. So as we know, Filecoin is a very big ecosystem, and we're seeing a lot of Web3 projects migrating to the Filecoin ecosystem because the tools there are easy to use, and also there is availability of the use of these tools. So anytime you come to the Filecoin ecosystem to build, you can always keep coming back because these tools will be available for you to use. So basically the tools there are, as I've said, they're easy to use, they are always available. And when you build on the Filecoin ecosystem, you do it quick and of course with less capital. So with that being said, I'll go on to introduce SINSO, the project in which we are talking about today. So what is SINSO? So SINSO is a Filecoin layer 2 plus an infrastructure based on the Web 3.0 ecosystem. So after the capacity of the Filecoin network is built, a series of middleware and various infrastructures needs to be developed for the app. Hello. Sorry, I had a slight break in transmission there. So as I was saying, SINSO is a Filecoin layer 2 plus an infrastructure based on the Web 3.0 ecosystem. And of course, after the capacity of the Web 3.0 is built, a series of middleware and various infrastructures need to be developed for the applications to be able to make that transition from whatever ecosystem they've been on. In this case, it could be Web 2.0 and transmit to Web 3.0, right? And since this is not possible on Filecoin at the moment, SINSO will be making that possible. So SINSO enables application developers to quickly and efficiently build applications on the Filecoin ecosystem and collaborate with storage providers to advance the Filecoin Plus initiative. So now we'll go on to talk about the products of SINSO. So what are the basic products of SINSO? So number one is the SINSO Gateway. So the SINSO Gateway provides a data collection standard API interface and also includes an industry-specific communication protocol interface, data processing and privacy calculation model through the standard API for the individual and institutional data storage. SINSO Gateway simplifies the process of data collection and makes the collection process even more efficient. So the SINSO team will be providing more large data cap resources that have been applied and shared with miners to accelerate the implementation of effective data mining applications. And to be able to improve the efficiency of SINSO Gateway, SINSO would be providing a distributed hot data caching layer to build hot data mining so that people who look to build D apps do not just bother about unsafe nearby IPFS full nodes. So what it's trying to tell you is that the SINSO gateway will make it seamless for developers to build their Web3 project and also to be able to migrate from wherever platform they are migrating from onto the Web 3.0. And you know, Web 3.0 is quite scalable. And in fact, the implementations there can be done quickly, easy, and with less capital. So using the SINSO gateway, persons can build professional data storage applications. And recently, we've seen SINSO being the first Filecoin layer 2 component based on this particular product. And they've developed their first application based on this same project, which is the DICOM network. So the DICOM network is the first Filecoin-based medical open source project for a global storage network and diagnostic platform for doctors and patients. So the DICOM network works based on Filecoin's Web3 storage, which is attainable to build web application and provide users with free access to the Filecoin network for data storing and data retrieval. So the DICOM network is a great case study based on Filecoin 2 layer, which is of course the SINSO gateway. And DICOM can effectively complete Filecoin interactions based on a strong support from this particular product, which is of course SINSO gateway. And so SINSO DICOM network is really doing the most to bring value to the area of medicine, right? And so we're going to be seeing a lot of improvement in the medical sector thanks to SINSO gateway. So the DICOM 3.0 communication protocol encapsulated by SINSO gateway could theoretically inject tens of billions of dollars worth of medical data into the Filecoin ecosystem. So this would be a very big plus to the medical sector, being that SINSO is also looking to invest in that particular sector. So the next products we'll be talking about is the SINSO D App Cube. So the SINSO D App Cube is the middleware of the application. This SINSO D App is, of course, an online consultation model, and it, of course, provides middleware application for fast health interoperability resources. So as I've said before, SINSO is looking to revolutionize the medical sector. And one other product they are using to bring that to fruition is the SINSO, the AppCube. So these particular products can currently interface with most mainstream medical information systems in the world. The next one we'll be talking about is SINSO Donors Network. So SINSO Donors Network is an incentive economic model based on a deep phenotype analysis model of data and a middleware system for data trading. So automating the matching of data purchasers and providing incentives to storage miners and related contributors. So SINSO is going to actually act as a hub where people who look to provide computational data can come in and, of course, sell this computational power for money. So that's what SINSO is looking to do with their SINSO donors network. So, and of course, I would like to tell you all that SINSO is also looking at the NFT sector. And as we all know, NFTs provide a variety of industry data templates and also aggregates the data purchasers' resources, enabling users, research institutions, and others to better leverage and realize their data assets. So these are just a few things that SINSO will be looking to do with a SINSO Donors Network product. And of course, the last product we'll be talking about is the SINSO DAC. Now, the SINSO DAC is a contractor framework for community governance and incentives. And the combination of SINSO DAC and SINSO Donors Network enables the creation of future data index companies based on NFT collections. The SINSO DAC is a must-have tool for building community-governed distributed businesses entities that unlock tremendous value for data assets in a collective manner. So these are all the products that SINSO looks to offer the blockchain society, right? So we're going to talk about the future possibilities of SINSO. So basically, SINSO is essentially working the infrastructure of the middle layer of Filecoin, which is the layer 2 of Filecoin, and the completion of the capacity building of Filecoin network, which is the economic model, crossed the baseline last year, April. So what that means is that Filecoin is really growing at an unprecedented scale. And of course, we need a product like, or a project like SINSO to be able to perhaps cope with that growth. And of course, because Filecoin still lacks a lot of quality middleware tools, and Filecoin does not yet meet general needs for the apps in terms of efficiency and performance, the transition from Web 2 to Web 3.0 is still a little bit difficult for most projects. And it's because of these imperfections of Filecoin ecosystem that gives SINSO a very huge opportunity. So basically, SINSO have been able to spot this gap in the Filecoin ecosystem, and they've come in with a suitable solution to mitigate whatever problems has been caused by this imperfection of the Filecoin ecosystem. So we know that the Filecoin network is growing at a rate of 30 petabytes per day. And this, of course, as I've said, creates huge challenges and the opportunity to populate and collect valid data. So the SINSO gateway will be the most important valid data collection tool for the Filecoin ecosystem. So in the face of regulatory compliance and data source traceability, SINSO Gateway would be able to promote the implementation of Filecoin applications per KYC tagging and classification template. So as I've said before, the Filecoin ecosystem is growing, and with that growth comes a lot of data to be processed. So SINSO will be making, in fact, more efficient and more easier to be able to collect and also validate this data. It is this opportunity that SINSO is, in fact, looking to capitalize on and also to grow from there. And of course, this demand for this network is as we all know, is tremendous. And in the protocol layer of specific industry, SINSO will gradually build interface for specific international standard, and transformation of the industry to Web 3.0 would definitely be inevitable. And one example, as I've said, is the DICOM medical standard. So data that will be used in the medical field will be easily processed and also will be easily assessed. So this will really help the medical sector and of course the blockchain society at large. So that will be all for SINSO. And I just want to talk about how SINSO has been, intimating the blockchain society, by hosting an array of events. So the just concluded event that we had in Nigeria was the Blockchain Vibes Lagos. Yeah, the Blockchain Vibes, which was held on the 19th of July. And we had the CBO of SINSO by name of Maria attending the Blockchain Vibes Summit in Lagos. And she was, of course, a guest speaker. And by doing that, they were able to bring most Nigeria enthusiasts, blockchain enthusiasts in Nigeria, and persons looking to invest in the blockchain sector. And so they were able to get people intimated about all their products. And of course, it was really, really, really successful, if you ask. And just to mention, they'll also be having an AMA, which is tagged SINSO Ecosystem Series AMA number 7, and it's going to be hosted with the project Maze. The time for that will be 7 a.m. July 28th at, yeah, that will be on, of course, Twitter Space. So 7 a.m. July 28th UTC, the time for the AMA. So you guys can, of course, come in and perhaps ask questions regarding SINSO. So this would be the end of my presentation. Before I actually talk about the ambassador program, I don't know if there's anyone with any questions to ask. This would be the time before I talk about the ambassador program and then give the last stage for receiving questions. So is there anybody that wants to ask any question regarding SINSO products? Anybody with questions?
Yes, I have a question. Good day, I have a question.
Yeah, good afternoon. You can go ahead and ask.
Okay, okay. The Twitter space, the meeting will be held on Twitter space. What is it all about?
Yeah, so it's basically an AMA. It's basically an AMA where you can go and ask questions regarding SINSO. So if you have any misunderstanding or fail to understand any product regarding SINSO, or if you want to ask questions regarding their visions or missions, you can tune into the AMA tomorrow, which will happen by 7 o'clock on the 28th of July, UTC. So that's what the program is all about. It's basically an AMA.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
So, all right, thank you. So is there any other question again? All right, in the absence of any question, I would like to talk about the ambassador program. So the ambassador program for SINSO has been on for quite a while now. And if you are interested, I yet to actually share details on how you can become one. So for start, you'd have to gain the role of a donor, right? So please, can everybody mute their mics, please? Thank you. So Soners are basically contributors to the SINSO project. These aren't necessarily ambassadors, right? So this is like the first role you have to attain to be able to contribute to the program. Please, can everybody mute the mic, please? Okay. So as I was saying, The sonoids are basically contributors to the program, and this is the first tag you'll be given to be able to make contributions in that respect. So if you want to be a sonoi, you would have to pen in your application. I would leave a
Sorry, can you mute that person? Can you mute that person?
give me a second.
I think you can mute the person yourself. Dallas easy or something like that. Can mute the person yourself.
Basi Israel, please unmute your mic. Mute your mic.
Look, I think I'll have to mute everybody for the meantime. All right, so back to what I was saying regarding the ambassador program. So for start, you have to be a sonoi, and sonos are, as I've said before, they are contributors, but not necessarily ambassadors. So this is the tag you have to assume before you become an ambassador, right? So to do that, I'll give you a link in the chat box where you'd be able to apply to be a sonoi, and if you are accepted, you can start working your way up to being an ambassador. So for sonois, there are a lot of perks to it. So for one, you'll be able to gain access to regular airdrops in SINSO tokens and also USDT. And of course, regular airdrops benefits before the IDO, and priority to participate in SINSO activities. And lastly, priority to experience SINSO product. So these are all the perks attached to being a sonoi. And if you want to work your way to be an ambassador, you have to complete the basic tasks given to all sonois. And of course, you have to score more than 40 points in additional tasks. So there are tasks for sonois which are basic tasks, and additional tasks come with higher points too. So if you can complete additional tasks, you'll be accorded some points. And if you score more than 40, you'd be able to, you gain the role of an ambassador. So for ambassadors, the perks simply includes 30 up to 300 USDT, also airdrops of SINSO tokens, the ambassador role, benefits before the IDO, and of course, priority to participate in the activities of SINSO. So we're already running out of time. We have like 10 minutes more. I don't know if anybody has any question. They can just ask, and then we'll bring the event to a close.
You say you're going to drop a link for the Sonia. I can't see any link here in the chat. Please, if you can kindly drop it.
Okay, it's already there. Like the last message. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't find it here.
No, it's there actually. Like someone dropped it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see it now.
Yeah. So we'll be ending in less than 5 minutes now. So I don't know if anybody has any questions to ask, so I can just quickly answer. Because if Femi Yogot is raising up his hand. So Femi Yogot, you can unmute yourself and of course ask the questions you want to ask.
Okay, so good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
From my understanding of Filecoin, Filecoin is more like a storage or data storage platform or network rather.
Yeah.
So my question was, since SINSO is more like a let's say a sub product on the Filecoin network, right?
Yeah.
The ecosystem, right? Why should I choose SINSO over other data storage platforms that are out there? We have different storage platforms like Bluezell. We have another one. I think I've forgotten the name. Why should I choose SINSO over them?
Yeah. So as I've said, there may not be so many projects offering these particular services on Falcon basically. So the SINSO project is quite specific to the Falcon ecosystem. And of course, I've said Falcon ecosystem is quite adaptive, right? So if you are a developer, you find it more easier to build your D apps here on the Falcon ecosystem. And being that Falcon doesn't really, should I say, support such scale at the moment, SINSO will be stepping in as that bridge, right, for D app applications developers to be able to make that easy transition from, let's say, their Web2 ecosystems to Web 3.0 ecosystem. So that's basically what SINSO is all about, helping to fast track the development of the apps and also other products on the Falcon ecosystem. So the keyword is the Falcon ecosystem. So that particular project is native to the Falcon ecosystem. I don't know if that answered the question.
Okay. Can I add something to it? To the question you asked.
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay. So the question that SINSO is the world first infrastructure that stimulates integrates big data. So SINSO can occupy your big data and is a smart contract which enable you to store large file and process speedily, which is not even rare to the other projects. So I advise you to choose SINSO because it accepts you to store large data and enable you to even use a smart contract. So I hope you get what I say now.
Okay, I believe you are trying to add like you're trying to answer the question Femi you got asked.
Yeah, I'm trying to add.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. I do believe we did justice to the question. I don't know if anyone has any other question to ask. Does anyone has any questions to ask? Maybe in respect to SINSO or the ambassador program, we have less than 4 minutes to go. All right. In the absence of any question, I would like to say thank you all for joining. I also encourage you guys to apply for the ambassador program. It has a lot of perks to it. And of course, the SINSO project is growing every single day. So this will be your chance to be part of something very big, right? And also, please do join our Discord. We do have a very wonderful time there, sharing ideas, and of course, looking for ways to promote the SINSO project. And with that being said, I want to say thank you all for taking our time to join this call. And I would have to call it a day. Thank you very much and do have a blessed day.
Thank you, Charles.
Yeah, thank you.